Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, however you want to live your life. It's Coach Baird coming to you live from the Baird Cave, and you're listening to the Baird Necessities. Can you believe it? This is episode number 8. I want to thank you all for listening to my past episodes. If you haven't yet, you can catch up on your own time. Please do so. A lot of great guests have joined me in the Baird Cave, so go back and listen. You can find me on iTunes, Spotify, and Podbean. Please follow me on Twitter at TheBairdNEC or send me an email at thebairdnec@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. I'm excited about this next guest. I got to coach this kid before he went on to play JUCO. He's a current member of the Kalamazoo Valley Community College baseball team. Go Cougars. He recently committed to play at Ball State University next fall. He is a 2-year letter winner at Gull Lake High School. So my next guest, joining me in the Baird Cave via the Baird phone, I got Trent Quartermaine. All right, good to hear from you, buddy. Welcome, Trent Quartermaine. Shout out to your Aunt Kelly Quartermaine, Q as we call her. She helped me set this one up. Apologize for not doing it sooner. She did mention you guys at KVCC wanted to be on, so thanks again, Q, for this. She is one of our loyalist fans at Gull Lake. Real quick story. The first time I met her, I don't know if you know this story or not, if she shared this with you. I met her on our first Florida trip in 2007, so that's almost 12 years ago. She volunteered to be one of the... Yeah, I know. It shows how old I am and how old... Well, I'm not going to say how old Q is, but, you know, she's going to kill me if I say that. She volunteered to drive one of the vehicles, and we stopped for the night, and she, of course, had her own room. I wasn't sure whose idea it was, if it was Bill's or if it was Hoover's or Reggie's, but they all thought it'd be a good idea to give her a wake-up call, an early morning wake-up call. So I walked right into the front office and asked for one. She wasn't really happy with me. She couldn't figure out who it was at first, and then I think someone spilled the beans, but since then we've had a nice, interesting relationship, so she's a pretty good person.
Yeah, so. I'm sure that went over well.
Oh, yeah. I think she got back at me. We had to drive through downtown Atlanta on the way back up. And right before we hit it, she's like, you want to switch me vehicles? She had a Tahoe with one of those like luggage carriers on top. And if the wind just hits it right, you're all over the place. So I was white knuckling through Atlanta. So that was pretty fun. Speaking of family.
Oh no.
Right. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes, I have one brother. He's, I think, 23. Med school down at University of Cincinnati.
Oh, wow. Didn't he go to Xavier at one point?
Yeah, he went to Xavier for pre-med for his first 4 years. And then he got into med school 2 years ago. So.
Okay. Wow. No big shoes to fill there.
He got the brand.
Right. And you got the athletic ability?
Oh, yeah.
So does your brother still have a girlfriend that came from Indiana?
No.
Do you remember what city that was from?
Sorry.
I had to bring it up.
Yeah, I remember.
So it was our last Florida trip with Trent. It was a couple years ago, I believe. Mm-hmm. You thought you knew the way back, and you told the driver what city to go to, and it was totally opposite of the city that we wanted to go to in Indiana. So it was actually on the wrong side of the state. I don't know how you guys made up such a good time for being on the other side of the state, though. I mean, that was clearly on the other side of the state, but you're only like an hour behind us. So do you ever think you'll live that story down?
That was Mr. Beneke asking me at 5 a.m. if he knew where we were going. I just shouted out a city.
All right. So let's start talking about your high school career. Do you remember your time on the freshman team?
I do.
Do you resent the decision to keep you down there?
Oh, no. That was the year we got to play for McNess, and that was a blast.
Yeah, you hit a really big growth spurt. I think that's why you started on the freshman team. And I think we started the freshman team because of kids like you. But
yeah, I got pulled up, I think, for just a couple games late in the year, but
right.
Freshman team definitely helped.
Right. You said you had McNess for a coach. Do you have any funny McNess stories?
Ooh.
That you can share with us?
I just remember just during practice, he pulled out his like old high school basketball mixtape when he was at Penfield.
Oh, wow.
He loved that.
I wonder if I can get that from him and See if we can put it on our warm-up music before the game.
I think it's on YouTube.
Oh, really? That's funny. I'll have to check that out.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to be part of Blakely's last season. How was it working with a coach like him?
It was great. He taught me a lot. He taught me more about, like, to believe in myself, just more about the team, too, to, like, more team at-bats. Like, when you ground out but you move the runner, you're still doing a good job. So I learned a lot from that.
Right. I remember his last game. I was kind of embarrassed. I embarrassed myself by getting thrown out. So that was not my proudest moment. But I do like the fact that Caleb Scholes got thrown out right behind me, like literally the next play. So
yeah. I remember. I was right there by you.
Right. That's true. So senior year, what was it like to have Walters as a head coach?
Our team, we were a little rough. A lot of just figuring out things. I think I had to catch that year. So it was just a lot figuring out. I think we did pretty good, though, for his first year.
You would say your more natural position would be in the infield, right?
Yes, definitely.
But you were willing to do whatever it took to win?
Oh, yeah.
So do you think there was any similarities between Blakely and Walters?
I think they were similar in a lot of ways. Like, I'd say, like, small ball kind of, doing stuff like that. I mean, both were pretty relaxed coaches, did what it took to win. But Walters, he had more of that pitching mindset to him.
Whereas Blakely was more of a positional player?
Yeah, position player in field.
Do you think that Blakely kind of tried to have a little bit more fun than Walters?
I think so, especially because his last year, Drew last year. I think we all had fun together.
Yeah. Do you remember any of the trick plays that we used to run?
Oh yeah, I remember. We ran the double suicide against Paw, and I was batting, and we ran that perfectly.
Yeah, that was a good time. That wasn't the same game where they put in their seniors and totally ruined the rest of the day, did they?
I don't think so.
Okay. At one point in time when we played Paw, it was senior night, and they decided to let the seniors on the second game play wherever they wanted to. And so you had so many people in the wrong positions, like left-handed infielders, and to me, it was just making a mockery of the game. But
yeah.
Do you have any funny memories that you can remember?
From high school baseball?
Yeah.
Ooh, let's see. Caleb Scholes breaking my tailbone junior year was a good one.
I forgot about that. Oh my gosh. How did that even happen?
Yeah. It was a day when Mr. Blakely was looking at houses down in Virginia, and it was like a clearance run practice. And we were doing some drill, and Caleb and I were just kind of having fun. And then he just came out and just tackled me. Just landed straight on my butt.
That's not a very good thing. And you're kind of skinny, so there wasn't very much padding there.
No, I remember I stood up and I was like, I can't move. I went to the hospital later that night, get checked out.
Wow. Any other things that was non-injury related?
The Florida trip was fun. Senior year, we had a good time together.
Yeah, I always like Florida trip. We're getting ready to go this year too. Actually, we're leaving on Friday, so same camp we was always. So. Oh
yeah.
Now, were you recruited at all during your senior season?
Not really. I wasn't even gonna go play college baseball at one point. I was just gonna go to school just for school.
What are you studying now?
I'm studying business right now.
Okay, gotcha. It's a good thing to study. So many things you can get with a business degree. You weren't really planning on playing college baseball. What changed your mind?
Kalamazoo Valley's coach texted me end of July, like early August, like 2 weeks before first practice. I was like, hey, I'm interested. I met him at the Growler Field, and the rest was history.
Wow, so it stepped in like that, and bam, you're ready to play college baseball. That's a nice little story.
Oh.
So it didn't take you long to sign then for KVCC, right?
No, he said, well, you're just going to be like a third string catcher. Wow. And then first day of practice, we had a scrimmage. I came out and I pitched, I hit really well, and then he offered me a scholarship right there. So.
Oh, wow. So that was your freshman year. So what was your freshman year like?
It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I was the only starting freshman. A lot of the guys just kind of took me under their wing, and from there just kept building on it.
How was the adjustment to the game?
It's not too bad. I mean, there's like pitching obviously is a lot better. You get a lot more faster velo, and then a lot more pitches you can throw all three pitches for a strike. But started as a catcher, went to first base, and then second game last year in Florida, he moved me to shortstop. So
now, did you expect to be such a key member of the team like you are now?
not really. I just remember it was like the first week of practice, and I like looked down at first base because our starting catcher had signed to go play Division I at Arkansas Pine Bluff. And I like looked down at first base, and I was like, I think I can beat those guys out. And from there on, just worked hard, and coach put me in the lineup every day, and then he trusted me enough somehow to move me to shortstop.
Nice. How was it like adjusting to both school and baseball at the same time?
It's not too bad. Fall ball and school's a little difficult. Just the junior college fall ball it's a grind. And then, but like right now in season, I only have class on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then games are Tuesday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
So it's not too bad.
Right. I learned early not to take any Friday classes because it's just awful. And then early morning classes, unless I was working third shift, I would not take an early morning class either. So, but yeah, college was fun. It was,
I have to do that.
Right. Now,
yeah, at 8 a.m. this morning.
Oh, nice. What class did you have this morning?
Oh, I had a chemistry lab at 8 a.m.
Business degree with a chemistry lab? How did that work out?
Yeah, somehow. It's just the most basic business plan, and I have to take 2 science classes.
Wow, your advisor needs some advising. No, I'm just kidding. I know I've taken business classes, and I'm doing sports management up at Davenport right now, and I had to take some accounting classes and some general math, but no science. No science in the 7 years that I've gone to college, so I've been lucky on that one.
Oh, yeah. They're not fun.
Right. What's your favorite class that you've taken so far?
Ooh, last year I took a intro to coaching class, and that was probably, it was a very easy class, but the teacher made it fun, and I'd probably say that was my favorite class so far.
So is there a future for Trent Quartermaine as a coach somewhere?
Yeah, I'd like to coach baseball once it's all said and done.
Right. How does it feel playing with some of your former high school teammates?
Oh, it's a blast. I remember we were having our team Christmas party last year, and Wargy texted me, and he said, I think I'm going to transfer. And I said, well, I have a spot for you here. And just him and I really grew close on the baseball field last year. Then I got Cade to come. And then just more Gully kids just keep coming.
Now, do you think that he recruits from the local kids more or less?
He does do it. Our coach went to Madawan, so he's got a little connection there. He does like the local kids. We kind of have 3 areas. He recruits out of Detroit, local, and Chicago.
Okay, those sound pretty good areas.
Yeah, we get some good ball players.
Now, do you think that Western loses out on some of the local kids because they don't want to recruit local kids?
Definitely. We have a kid on our team right now who came in as like a second baseman, and our coach moved him to outfield, and Western's coach was like, oh, why didn't I think of that? Like, kind of lost out on one right there.
Right. Now, I see Wargalette's going to Grand Valley next year, and you're heading to Ball State. How did Ball State come into the picture?
So our assistant coach, we just got a new hitting coach this year. He actually played at Ball State last 2 years. So we were down at a showcase at Grand Park, and Ball State was at our game watching, and kind of was like, oh, I like what I see. And then we just kept in touch and just kept talking and went on a visit, and then the rest was history.
Now, was there any other schools that came looking at you?
Oh, yeah. Eastern, they came to a practice. Indiana State and I were talking, but I was dealing with a little bit of an injury during the fall, so I didn't get to go out as much, but I think I made the right choice.
Right. Now, going back to being with your high school teammates, do you have any competitions that are going on right now?
Cade and I are going for see which one can get the highest average.
Okay. How is he doing? How is he doing starting as a freshman?
He's doing very well. I think he's actually leading our team now in average.
For now, until you get a hold of it.
I know he's got me by .05. He's barely got me.
Right. Just tell him to go 0 for one day and see what happens. Who has the most home runs?
I do have Cade there.
Okay. Well, you have 3 now?
Yeah, I have 3. And he's got 2. I think the wind helps him out on 2 of them, though.
Now, did you hit very many in high school?
No, I didn't hit my first ever home run until senior year at the Coldwater tournament.
Oh, I remember that. Okay, yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and then I really haven't been a power hitter ever. And then somehow I just finally found some, I guess.
Right. You grew into your body finally. It took an adjustment from the growth spurt that you had from your freshman year. So do you feel like going to a JUCO was the right move for you?
Yes, definitely. If I could go back and do it, I wouldn't change a thing. It's been one of the greatest things for me personally. Got to stay close to home. It was cheap, and then just got to learn the game from a great coach.
Right. Speaking of your coach, how do you pronounce his last name?
It's Coach Pachaki.
Pachaki. I look at that, and I would not get that from just looking at it.
Yeah, or we call him Peachock.
Peachock? Okay. Nice little inside thing going. Is he as intense as he sounds?
No. Yes and no. I mean, I've never played for a coach who wants to win as badly as he does, and then it definitely rubs off on us. I mean, when he gets that look in his eyes, like, you guys better not lose to this game, it rubs off, and we know we always play hard, and so. But he's also one of the funniest guys I know.
Wow, that's coming from you. I remember you being one of the goofy kids in the dugout. So.
Yeah, so definitely was.
Your guys' personality meshes well then?
Yes, definitely.
Now, he's a scout for someone too, am I correct?
Yes, he's a scout for the Texas Rangers.
And he also is the summer ball coach or the summer coach for the Kalamazoo Growlers, am I correct?
Yes, that is correct.
All right. Did you play any summer ball during the last summer? I know you said you were injured a little bit.
I just played 18 Maroons.
Okay.
I was working. I was doing both. Just when I could, I'd go to a couple tournaments, couple league games.
Who else was on that team that I might know?
Cade was on it for a little bit. Brady Neal and Mitchell Begeman from Madawan.
Yep. Okay. Madawan's been a pretty good school lately too.
Yeah. Luke Lido was on it for a little bit.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. He does not look, what is he, he's 16 now? He did not look.
Yeah, he is something else.
Right. And we have his cousins playing for us now, the Bleshes, and just to hear stories about Lido and what they did growing up, I'm like, man, wow, just to see how far they've all gone. So, but
oh yeah.
Do you think so it was your assistant coach that helped you get into Ball State? Did you think your head coach helped at all too?
Oh yeah. I mean, he's got a connection with he's got a ton of connections with a ton of coaches. I mean, with the summer ball gig.
Right.
He was the one that got like Indiana State to come talk to me, and just those schools.
That's cool. So he was looking out for your best interest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was talking to Cade. Cade was working some of our camps for us with the little kids, and he was telling me that you guys only have one assistant coach. So I'm like, I emailed your head coach and asked him if he needed a volunteer assistant, but I never got an answer back. I think I might have been overpaid for it, but I was trying to see if I can. I'm trying to work my way up. You know, I want to get connections like he does. That's the thing. But
oh yeah, he's got connections.
Right. Where did you guys travel for spring break this year?
So we went down and stayed in Lakeland, Florida, and then we did eight games just within like an hour or two of where we stayed.
Okay. So not too far from Apopka then.
Oh, no, not too bad. I think it's probably about an hour or so.
Right. Did you do any fun stuff while you guys were down there?
No, we're everyday baseball down there, except for one day we got rained out. So my dad was down there, and he took me and a couple others. We went and watched Ball State was playing Central Florida. So
okay, that's cool. How was the talent that you guys faced down there?
It's unreal. I mean, it's Florida JUCOs. They're different.
Do you think it's because of the weather that they get down there that they can do it year round that helps them out?
Yeah, I think that helps, and just like they're Florida JUCO, like they go there to get drafted. They either go there to get drafted or to go to a very high D1.
Right. Wow, that's crazy. How did you guys travel down there?
We took 3 white vans.
Oh, so there was no budget
not
for...
Not the most luxurious.
Right. Was the hotels at least better than Camp Weewa?
So we stayed in one in Georgia on the way down, and it actually was very nice. And then our one in Lakeland was, it was, I mean, there wasn't bugs, but it was the closest thing to it.
Even the bugs were too afraid to stay there?
Yeah. It could have been worse. Let's say that.
Could have been worse. What did you guys do to pass the time when you were traveling?
Well, I rode in our head coach's van, and we just talked, honestly. Like, we just talked the whole way there, whole way back, and just, honestly, that made the time pass.
Right. You didn't get them lost going to the wrong part of the state, did you?
No. We did end up in some weird back road in Georgia because the GPS was messed up.
Yeah. That, technology is great, but sometimes if you don't read it right, it can mess you way up. The second Florida trip that I went on, this was back when they had MapQuest, and they didn't really we didn't have GPSs as frequently as they do now. They weren't on phones and whatnot, and so I MapQuested how to get to Walmart, and I was driving to Walmart, and I don't know what I did, but I took the wrong turn, and I ended up going down like a 2-track of the wrong part of the neighborhood. So I made them boys to men that night because they got scared. So I think that was...
Yeah, we were talking about conspiracy theories, and then next thing you know, we're in a dirt road, fog, and back roads to Georgia.
As long as they didn't turn around and look at you and go, boys, this is where we kill you.
That is true.
So what kind of goals do you have for the team this year?
This year, definitely to win a conference championship would be the ultimate goal. And then get to regionals, and then win the regionals and go to Oklahoma.
So that's, what conference is that?
I think it's like I don't even know, MJCAA, like the Michigan Junior College.
Sorry, I should have looked that up. I apologize. So so how do you qualify for that? So if you win your conference, you get to go to, what's the whole process of your playoffs?
So you play conference games every Friday and Saturday. You play 2 7-inning games, one at your place, one at theirs. And then you do that all season, and then there's 2 sides. There's the east side and the west side.
Okay.
And then the top 3 teams from each side, you qualify for the regional, and then there's 2 teams from Ohio that qualify too.
Okay.
And then that's your 8 for the regional.
Okay.
But if you finish first in like your side of the east and west, then you play for a conference championship.
Okay. Now, how'd you guys do last year?
We finished second on our side behind Kellogg, and then we made it to regionals, and then we actually had the best finish in Kalamazoo Valley history. I think we finished 4th.
Okay.
We made it to the Final Four.
So that's cool. That's cool. What would you say would be your biggest rival?
Ooh, either definitely Kellogg. I mean, I always have a little something for them when we play, and then Grand Rapids.
Okay, gotcha. What are some of your favorite places to play?
That's a tough one because it really none of them.
Now, you said you guys played at Grand Park. Was that for your travel ball, or was that for KVCC?
That was it was like the top 30 Midwest teams in a little showcase down there for one day.
How was that facility?
It's unbelievable. There was every single scout that you could have thought of that was there.
We're going to a PBR event down there, showcase, when we get back from Florida. So we're looking forward to that. Now, was the infield, was it all turf field?
Yes, it was.
What is it like playing on an all turf field as opposed to like a regular grass field?
Personally, as a shortstop, I love the turf fields.
So it's obviously more
our field can be a little rough when it's dry out.
Compare that to Gull Lake's infield. Which one's worse?
Valley or Gull Lakes?
Yeah.
Oh, Kate and I actually were talking about this the other day. I'd have to say Valley's is nice just because the grass is always pretty well cut and it doesn't take too bad of hop. Gull Lake, you got the random one off the face, off the arm.
Yeah, we should start getting you those face masks that the softball players wear. We talked about your team goals. Is there any individual goals that you have this year?
Yeah, I'd like to make one of the all-American teams as a personal goal.
That's a pretty good goal. Is that something that's achievable? I mean, I don't know much about college baseball to know what it takes to be an All-American, but
yeah, I think it's definitely achievable. I mean, I started off very well in Florida. I think if I just keep it up all year, I think I can definitely achieve that.
Well, that's good. I saw a recent video that got tweeted, and it was you hitting a home run with like the big old mountains in the background?
No, I don't know. That wasn't us. I think that was just a random video.
Oh, okay. I thought it was you guys, but I'm like, because it was tweeted at KVCC Baseball, so I just assumed it was I figured it was you because I think it was Q that tweeted it, so I just assumed it was one of your 3 home runs that you hit.
No, I don't think I have any of them on video.
You can have people start recording your games now. So was there any special memories from your time at KVCC?
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's see. Last year fall, I remember we had progress reports out for grades. And Coach, he suspended half of our team, actually more than half of our team for grades. And we went and actually played a game with 12 people, and I had to catch, and we won against Jackson. Yeah, I went like 3 for 3, a couple doubles, and home run, and threw out a guy at third. I hadn't caught all fall.
Right. Wow. It's nice to see that he put academics above playing time.
Oh, yeah.
What are your plans after baseball?
I don't know yet.
Just kind of feeling it out?
Guess get a job that, yeah, feeling it out. I want to go into like medical sales, so something along that line for a job. Medical
sales as far as like a drug rep or?
Yeah, selling like stuff like Stryker does, like that type of deal.
Okay. Yeah, one of my I wouldn't say a good friend. One of our acquaintances at Gull Lake is a drug rep out in California, and he's doing pretty well for himself. Dan Steiger. I'm sure your dad and Q know him.
Mm-hmm.
You plan on studying business at Ball State as well?
Yeah, I think I'm going into marketing, sales, and stuff like that.
I always had fun with marketing and advertising. I think I always tried to push the envelope too. So some of my crazy ideas that we came up with. But other than that, you obviously have a good head on your shoulders. So business suave, you could probably sell ice to an Eskimo. So now, do you live in an apartment, or is there campus housing or student housing for KVCC?
Right now, I still live at home. Just commute every day.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's not too bad. About 20-25 minutes.
So it might be a big adjustment moving to Ball State, right?
Oh yeah.
Are you gonna have to live on campus, or can you get your own apartment there too?
I think I'm either getting a house or an apartment. There's a couple other transfers from junior college coming in, so
That's cool. When do you have to report there?
Only if it's like middle of August. I think he said a couple days before school starts, just to meet the team, meet the guys, and then we'll go from there.
Nice, nice. I had a question lined up. Crap. The best part of this is I can edit out anything that sounds bad, so I'll get rid of a lot of what I'm saying. So, where is Ball State exactly?
Muncie, Indiana.
Is that as small as it sounds?
It's about probably what you think. It's Muncie.
Right. What did you like about the campus?
I just liked how everything was it wasn't too big, but everything just seemed new. Everything was clean there. Just the baseball facilities were amazing.
What kind of facilities did they have there?
They just had I think a couple years ago, they renovated their stadium. So they have all turf there. They got locker rooms in their basketball arena for the baseball team.
Nice. That's cool. And you'll probably look good in red, right? Is that your favorite color?
I think I like blue. I feel like just like from going to Gull Lake, that's always been my color, and then Valley. But I'm ready to switch it up.
Yeah, change it up a little bit. All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck the rest of the season. We can follow you. Is your games televised at all, or can we listen to any of them?
On our website, they're just live, like stats updated.
Okay. Is anything like what we did?
We do have Game Changer too.
Okay. So we could follow an app like that too. Cool. We'll have to check you out when we're not competing against time. Wish you the best of luck the rest of the season. Right now I'm going to move on to what I deem is the fun part of the show. I'm going to ask you some non-baseball questions. It's a chance to get to know the other side of Trent. Trust me, this kid is hilarious. Starting off, are there any special talents that most people don't know that you have?
Ooh. Not really. I mean, I can kind of play the guitar. I learned it in high school, but that's about it. I'm a pretty boring kid. Right.
Okay. So if they made the Trent Quartermaine biopic, who would you want playing you?
Probably Mark Wahlberg or Will Ferrell.
I could see Mark Wahlberg. I don't know. Will Ferrell might be a little bit old to play you, unless this is Trenton in the future.
Oh, then maybe, yeah, probably Mark Wahlberg.
Nice. I always go with Kevin James or Chris Farley, just because I'm typecast.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
There needs to be another new fat funny guy. I can't think. Kevin James has run his course too, and of course Chris Farley passed away way too early. But I haven't seen another new fat funny guy. Maybe that's not good anymore. Okay, if you had any superpowers, what would it be?
Probably like super speed. I've always been a really slow kid, so I want to be fast for once.
Yeah, I remember that from high school too. Oh, that's a good thing you did catch, because then we could use a courtesy runner.
Yes, exactly.
So, if you could meet any celebrity, who would it be?
That one I'd probably have to go with Will Ferrell.
Right. He just seems very interesting. Did you see that documentary that he did where he tried to play in like 19 different games at one time in the spring training? That was crazy.
Oh, yeah. All of his movies. Love them all.
So, who was your first celebrity crush?
Probably Taylor Swift.
That's a good answer. I always had a crush on her. She's like really tall, and I don't know what it is, but I have a thing for tall girls. There was this girl at Michigan State. Her name was Alyssa DeHaan. She was 6'9", and I don't know what it about her that just mesmerized me. But back before I was married, it was she was very, very attractive and very tall. So, but very smart too. I think she's a doctor now. So, all right,
a very tall doctor.
A tall doctor, yes. Any guilty pleasure songs? Songs on your playlist that you'd be embarrassed if people found out that you liked?
Not really. I guess I just listen to whatever's on the radio or whatever the top songs are. I don't really change it up.
Yeah, I had some high school kids in here a couple of weeks ago, and they started spitting out some of these new guys. I'm like, I have no idea who these guys are. Like, I just caught up with Drake, so apparently I'm okay with Drake. But any of the other people that they've talked about, like doing their walk-up songs right now, I'm searching these guys. I've never heard any of these people that they're listening to. So I understand I'm looking at 40 in the face, but I mean, I thought I was cool and hip, but same with movies or TV shows. Is there anything that you binge watch that could cause some mockery?
No, I'm a big like Marvel guy. Like I love all the Marvel movies, all the Marvel TV shows, but nothing too bad.
I can honestly say I never really got into any superhero movies, and I don't understand why. Mm-hmm. I think it's because Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man, kind of ruined it for me. Because the first one and the second was okay, then they made that third one. I'm like, okay, that's enough. But apparently all the Avengers.
I like the new Marvel.
Okay. Gotcha. Any particular character that you think of?
No, not really. I mean, I just like all the movies for some reason. I mean, I could watch the same Marvel movie 3 times in a day and I'd be okay with it.
Now I get them all mixed up between Marvel and it's DC Comics, right? What's the difference?
Yeah, DC. DC's like Superman and Batman. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't really watch those. Gotcha.
So who would win? Would all the Marvel characters beat all the DC comic characters, or what do you think would happen?
Oh yeah, definitely Marvel would beat them.
Now, who are all the Marvel? I know Captain America, and I can think of Iron Man. That's the only things I can think of right now.
You got Thor, the Hulk, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange. There's so many now.
Okay. If I was to start watching the Marvel movies, is there like a specific one I need to start with?
Definitely like the first Avengers, just to really get that glimpse of everything, and then you can just kind of go around.
Okay, so I don't have to start at Captain America and then work my way up to Iron Man or anything like that?
No, just stick with the Avengers. That's a good one.
What about Ant-Man and Wasp? Is that any good?
I watched that on Netflix, and I was very confused.
That it's on you can see why it's now on Netflix?
I didn't really understand that one, so I just I was like, whatever.
Nice. Now, do you have a specific playlist, pregame playlist?
Our pregame, since we're in the vans, we don't really, I don't really listen to music. Our pregame, as a team, our van, we like to listen to Lil Dicky.
Okay. I've heard of him. I've actually heard of him.
That's who we listen to. Our coach is a big fan of him, so that's what we listen to, country, and then we go to Lil Dicky to get us in the zone.
Right. And the other reason I know him was from Jim Harbaugh going on stage with him when they was in Ann Arbor. But so you'd say that there wasn't really any songs that pump you up?
Not really. I'm not really. I don't really get pumped up. I just go with the flow.
You're an everyday Eddie. Just go with the flow and get it done.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, do you have any weird pregame rituals or routines?
For breakfast, I get McDonald's. I get 2 sausage McMuffins without egg and a hash brown. And then in between games, I get a tuna sandwich from either Jimmy John's or Subway. That's about it.
Now, what is the better sandwich, Jimmy John's or Subway?
Ooh, Subway. It's tough. It depends what day.
Right.
What I'm in the mood for. I like them both.
Yeah, so you change it up so it's not all the same thing the same time?
Yeah, it depends what my dad brings, whatever one is closest, whether it's a Jimmy John's or a Subway.
Right. Yeah, and getting me talking about food. Wow. Now,
oh yeah.
McDonald's, is it always McDonald's, or did you switch it up? Have you tried Taco Bell's breakfast?
I did once in Florida. I mean, I can do it, if there's if we don't stop at actually I did McDonald's before we get on the bus, but it's just always been McDonald's ever since 9U travel ball. Just 8 a.m. games, just stop at McDonald's real quick. Just been my go-to.
See, my problem with McDonald's in Urbandale is it's always so busy, and I'm always running late for school, so I will have to opt to get Burger King because nobody's eating Burger King in the morning. So I get through there fast and I'm able to. But every once in a while, I'll try to leave early enough to get some McDonald's. I like the sausage McGriddle with cheese. Get a little sweet and salty.
That's Nickness always told me. That was one thing I learned freshman year. Sausage McGriddle and blue Powerade.
Wow.
A good combo right there.
That does sound pretty good. I don't even know if they have the Powerade anymore at McDonald's. I know
some of them do. I remember down south they did, but I think up here they got rid of it.
Right. Gatorade or Powerade? I'm
going to have to go with Powerade.
Wow. You're the first person that I've asked that said Powerade. Is there a specific flavor that you go to?
Yep. It's got to be red fruit punch.
Nice. Have you tried any of their weird concoctions that they have? They have like sour melon and I think white cherry.
No, I'm a pretty picky kid. It's I mean, the blue one obviously for McDonald's, but like at home it's just red fruit punch Powerade.
Nice. Now, are you a seeds guy or a gum guy?
Definitely seeds.
Is there a particular flavor that gets you going?
Oh yeah, I think it's buffalo style ranch, and then you mix that in with the bacon, so then you got two flavors going at once.
Wow, making your own concoction.
Yeah.
Here. You should write to them and say, "Hey, try this and see what happens." Yeah, I like the sizzling bacon. I don't understand why they did dill pickle.
That's a no.
Right. I like the Hidden Valley Ranch. I'm not a buffalo fan either. I'm not I would not eat any buffalo sauce.
Yeah, I don't like, there's like a buffalo wing one, which I'm not a fan of, but the buffalo style ranch, that's pretty good. And I've always been a fan of the hot salsa one.
I don't think I've ever seen the hot salsa one.
It's like jalapeno hot salsa. It's like one of their like first flavors, but sometimes it's hard to find them. Black pepper's good too.
Okay. Yeah, I have to switch every once in a while. I'll go from seeds to gum because I can't let my mouth get dried out like that. So, now are you a long pants guy or do you wear high socks?
Long pants.
Now, are you a Nike or Adidas?
Ooh, I'm an Adidas guy right now, but next year I'm gonna have to be Nike.
Okay, so Kalamazoo Valley is Adidas, I take it?
Yeah, we our jerseys are Adidas and our pants are Adidas.
Okay.
But
yeah, I've seen. Do you just have one jersey or do you have multiple jerseys?
We have two. We have a home and away, a blue and a black.
Okay. I like the blue ones. The blue ones look really nice.
Yeah. Last year we had some really old ones that were just super heavy, but we got new ones this year.
I think a lot of people are going with that style too, with like the name across the chest like that and the different colors. I know. Yeah. Gull Lake did because I designed them. Little shout out to that. Yeah. So, yeah, a little self promotion. PS4 or Xbox?
Xbox.
Right. Is there any special games that you play on Xbox?
I play Fortnite a lot, and then 2K every once in a while, but Fortnite's my go-to.
I have still yet to play a game of Fortnite. I'll play 2K all the time, but not Fortnite. I don't understand what that is.
Yeah, it's we got some extra time some days, and a couple of us will just play Fortnite. That's what we do.
Nice. Little team bonding exercise going on.
Yes, definitely. We play with our coach too.
Oh, wow.
Assistant coach.
Okay. So you just have the two coaches, right?
Yep.
You could have had a third. Just saying. It's not too late. I'm just kidding. Favorite food?
Favorite food? Oof, there's so many.
I know.
Probably a steak. I like steak. I like mashed potatoes. I like, bacon, eggs. I like everything.
How do you eat your steak? Is it
all the good?
Medium well, medium rare?
Medium rare.
You don't put like A1 on it, do you?
I do put A1.
Oh, you're ruining it. Oh, wow. Why don't you put ketchup on it as well?
It depends. It depends. Depends how good the seasoning on it is.
Right. Fair. I'll give you that one. Of course, I've never really tried A1 just because it smells funny, and I'm a smell kind of guy. If it doesn't smell right, I'm not going to try it. So again, I'm picky. I'm picky like you are about things. So.
Oh yeah.
Now, would you rather be a pitcher only or a DH only?
Ooh, Probably a DH only. Pitchers run way too much in college.
That's a great reason not to be a pitcher. That's awesome.
Exactly. They run. That's like marathons for them. Like I feel bad for Ward a lot. You could definitely run a marathon in the next couple of years.
How is Wargy doing for you guys?
He's good. He's our number one.
That's
Still
good.
Same old goofy kid.
Yeah, him and Stash want to get on in this. I told Stash. Stash is the one who actually came up with the name Bared Necessities for me. So I told him that. I said I should bring him in on one. He said, "Yeah, I'll come in on one and I'll bring Warglet." I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'd love to have you guys on." It's all about getting the timing down and getting everybody in the right window to do this. I know you guys are always busy. So.
Oh yeah.
But if you had a boat, what would you name your boat?
That's a tough one.
Are you even a boat guy?
We used to have like a pontoon boat and stuff, but we never really named it. I don't know.
My dad, when we had a boat, it was Nut and Honey. She's the nut and or he's the nut and she's the honey. The whole Kellogg's themed boat. Okay, if you had to change your name, what would your new name be and why?
That's just something I've never really thought about.
Now, do you prefer to go by Trent or Trenton?
Well, my mom would say Trenton because that's what she named me, but I could care less.
Now, does she use Trenton when you're in trouble, or does she use the whole full name?
No. She uses my middle name, which is Harrison. That's when I know I'm in trouble.
That's actually a pretty good name. Good middle name. I got stuck with Melvin. If I was to change my name, I would change it to Max Power. It's an old Simpsons reference.
Power.
Max Power or Steve Perry.
I don't know. I've never really thought of that.
There you go. Give you something to think about. I hope it doesn't keep you up at night now going, what would I name myself if I rename myself? Do you have any nicknames?
Yeah, TQ's one.
Oh,
then my family calls me Bird. That's a little
inside joke.
First time I've really said that. Yeah.
Okay. I asked Q if she had any embarrassing stories that she wanted to share, and she was like, "I'm not going to do that to him. There's no way I would do that to him." She's so classy. I could learn a lot from her. If money wasn't an issue, where would you go to eat?
Where would I go to eat? Ooh, if money wasn't an issue. Probably, let's see. I'd just go to Weber's Grill, probably in like Chicago, and just go to their breakfast buffet, then get some lunch and dinner, and just never stop eating there.
Anytime someone says buffet, my ears perk up a little bit. You can never go wrong with a buffet unless it's, there used to be a Ryan Steakhouse in Battle Creek that was kind of sketchy. I was disappointed when Old Country Buffet kind of went out of business, but
yeah. Oh, you got Golden Corral. That's a good one.
Yeah, the closest one is in Grand Rapids, though.
Yeah.
Okay, same thing. If money wasn't an issue, where would you travel?
Where would I travel? Probably like Paris, Europe.
Do you have a passport?
Probably go like even like Scotland or like something like that, and then like go play all those like nice golf courses over there, like St. Andrews and stuff.
Oh, that's right.
I think that would be really cool.
Now, did your golf swing mess with your baseball swing?
No, actually, I worked at the country club over the summer, and I'd hit pretty often golf, but it actually helped my swing. Like I just felt everything was loose. And
that's good. Using different muscles differently, right?
Yeah.
Would you rather be an elite player or an underdog player?
Definitely just the underdog player. I mean, I've been that my whole life, and I'm pretty much been a nobody everywhere I've gone, and then I'd like to think I live up to it once I get there.
Right. Now, would you rather stay on a below-average team or join a rival and win a title?
Ooh, I'd stay on a below-average team, keep working hard. Because I don't think I'd like last year, I don't think I would have joined Kellogg just to win the conference. Like, I liked working hard with what we had, and I wouldn't have changed it.
I think it's worked out well for you.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what is your go-to meal to cook when you have to cook for yourself?
Go-to meal? Definitely a sausage and cheese omelet.
Oh, wow. That sounds...
Yeah.
Is it Jimmy Dean sausage, or what kind of sausage do you use? Is it Italian spicy sausage, or is it just regular?
It's just regular good old pork sausage. Put that in, put some cheese, pretty basic omelet. That's my go-to.
See, my problem when I make that kind of stuff, I add more cheese than anything. So it becomes more like a cheese omelet with sausage. Mine is cereal or hot dogs because it's very, very hard to mess up either of those. So
I like to cook.
That's good. Apparently women like that kind of things. So, but anyways, first car.
My first car was a 2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Oh, wow. Spacious and safe.
Yeah.
Do you still have it now?
Not so great on the gas mileage. No, actually, I bought a new car once I graduated from high school because I knew I'd be driving every day.
Something more fuel efficient?
Yeah.
What kind of car do you drive now?
I got a Chrysler 200.
Okay. This is your first official car that you bought on your own?
No, my parents still help with it. Just gotta do some car payments every now and then. But we sold my Jeep, so it paid for a little bit of it.
Well, that's good. Showing that you're responsible and helping out. I know it's difficult to be a college student, not alone be a college athlete, to juggle all that. So you don't really have time to make money or get a job to make money. So my first car was a 1989 Ford Escort. So the first real nice car that I ever bought was a 2004 Trailblazer. That was the nicest one that I've bought so far.
Oh, yeah, that's what the Trailblazer is always a good one.
Yeah. Finally, this part is my favorite. Hopefully it won't be a train wreck like it's been past couple of times. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you clues about famous people that are named Trent or Trenton. We're going to find out how well you know Trent. I've done this with Drew. I did it with Max Schumann. Kristen Haney was one of my guests. So trying to find people that athletes know. I realize that sometimes athletes aren't as cultured because they don't have the time that some of us do. Either way, hopefully I made it or popular enough so that you might actually know what I'm talking about. So I'm hoping I picked the right group of famous people. So we'll see how this goes. Number one, this Trent played college football at the University of Alabama, and he was drafted by the Cleveland Browns. Name this Trent.
Trent Richardson.
Yep. He's in the AAF now, or whatever the new football league is. I just saw that recently. Yep. He signed with that. I guess Detroit might be getting a team too. I don't understand why Detroit would get a team and not like Grand Rapids, but apparently Eminem had something to do with it. He tweeted about something, so. But I probably should have read the whole story instead of just skimming over it if I was going to use it in this podcast. Now I sound like a blabbering idiot. All right, question number one you got. All right, number two. This Trenton is the capital of what state?
New Jersey.
Oh, there we go. You know your geography. I had to throw that one in there. That's one of the easiest ones to remember. I don't know why. It rolls right off the tongue. Trenton, New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 2 for 2. That's probably the best start that we've had so far. All right, this one, I'm thinking this might throw you. Are you into heavy metal at all?
I am not.
Okay. So this Trent is the lead singer of Nine Inch Nails. Name this Trent.
Not a clue.
Trent Reznor.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, like I said.
That was going to be a no.
Right. Lost you on the heavy metal. I can understand that one. All right, number 4. This Trent led the Baltimore Ravens to a Super Bowl victory in 2000. Name this Trent.
Ooh, Trent Dilfer.
Yep. That's 3 out of 4. You're batting 750 right now. All right.
Yep.
Last one. Number 5. This Trent was drafted by the Buffalo Bills in the 3rd round of the 2007 NFL Draft. Name this Trent.
Ooh. Is it Trent? Is it Brown or Robinson?
No. Trent Edwards.
Oh.
Close.
Edwards.
Yeah. He had a brief stint with them, I think. I can't remember exactly how long he was with them, but 600. You batted 600 for that. That's not too bad. So,
yeah,
3 out of 5
for my name. That's pretty good.
Right. It was a stretch. There was a lot of football players that were named Trent as well. Going down the list that I was looking at, There's a lot of actors too, but I don't think you've seen any of their work, or I hope that you haven't seen any of their work. They do some special films. So, yeah, special films. So there you have it. Thank you again for being on my podcast. I appreciate it. Before we go, do you have any shout outs or things you'd like to say?
Shout out to KVCC Baseball. Good luck to Gull Lake this year.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this year. All right. Well, good luck this season. Maybe I'll have to have you back after your first year at Ball State.
Sounds good. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thanks again, Trent. And again, good luck. Good luck on the season. When's your next game?
Friday.
Who are you guys playing? Are you playing home or away?
We play at Muskegon, and then Saturday we're home against Muskegon.
Is that a typical thing? You play there and they play at your place? Like a home and home?
Yes.
That's cool. All right. Well, good luck again. Thanks again for being part of the Baird Necessities. Tell all your friends. Get it spreading like wildfire.
Will do.
All right. Tell Wargy I said hi.
Will do. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
And that's number 8 in the books. I always have fun doing this, guys, by the way. Thank you for all who listened to my special episode last weekend about my daughter. Yeah, that was a special episode. If you haven't yet, please take the time. My wife actually said it made her cry, so spoiler alert. You can find me on iTunes, Spotify, and Podbean. Again, follow me on Twitter at @TheBairdNEC. I had to shorten the necessities because apparently it's already taken. Jerk faces. Send me some email at thebairdnec@gmail.com. Please share, like, comment, rate, spin around sideways 3 times. If you like what you're hearing, let me know. Tell your friends. Heck, if you don't like what you're hearing, tell your enemies. I'll take anybody. I'll take any downloads. It doesn't matter from whom. Let's give this podcast some legs. Let's get it growing. Let's get it running. If you want to be part of the show, drop me an email and let me know. I'm working on some great guests. I have another former professional baseball player lined up, and I got a couple of former Sparties possibly joining me in the Baird Cave. My white whales are Luke Lido from Porter Central. Luke, if you hear this, please give me a call. Eric Wenzel from Kalamazoo United. He recently committed to go to Western Michigan University. Tom Izzo might be shooting for the stars on that one. Anything's possible. Maybe he's a huge fan of the Baird Necessities. Why not? Also, I'm working on getting Tommy Henry from Michigan, the big lefty, the number 1, their ace. The list goes on. If you're wondering what a white whale is, just to kind of bring you into my reference, it's a reference to Moby Dick. Obviously, the white whale was what they were after. See, I'm trying to get you guys cultured here. If you have anyone you'd like to hear, let me know. Help me get this out. Let's go nuts. Thanks again for all the support so far. Keep it up. Let me know what you think. So again, join me next week, the same Baird time and the same Baird channel. You've been listening to the Baird Necessities, coming to you live from the Baird Cave. Thank you so much for listening. Good night.